is an example of team sport that is played by 10 players. It is variant of baseball and a popular participant sports, particularly in the United States. Despite its name softball, it's from a soft sports. For a starter, the ball isn't even soft. Players have to be quick in the outfield and run between bases, and those who excel in the infield need lightning fast reflexes to play successfully. History: George Hancock in Chicago created softball in 1887. The game originated as an indoor variation of baseball and has eventually converted to an outdoor game. The popularity of softball has grown considerably both at the recreational and competitive levels. Women fast pitch softball was a popular high school and college sports. It was recognized as an Olympic sport in 1996. In 1923, a rules committee was appointed to publish and circulate a standard set of rules. The committee was later enlarged to form the International Joint Rules Committee on Softball, which include representatives of a number of organizations that promote and sponsor softball. The Amateur Softball Association of America. It is organized in 1933, came to be the recognized governing agency for promotion and control of the organized national competition. Terminologies: four-ball, signal the dead ball signal, 2 palms raised and facing outwards at either side of the body, will be shown along with the call of foul ball. What it means: when an action on the field is deemed illegal, the ball will be called dead. Foul tip. Signal bring signal. Bringing the fingers from both hands down to meet in front of the chest. The umpire will follow the foul tip signal with the strike signal by putting his or her right hand to face the ear, then folding it back down at the elbow with a clenched fist. No verbal notification will be given. What it means: when the batter bats a ball straight into the catcher's hand, a foul tip occurs. This is counted as a strike and the ball remains in play. Hold up play signal. The umpire will raise the hand that is nearer to the pitcher with his face facing out like a stop signal. What it means: the signal notifies the pitcher not to start the game yet because the batter is still not ready to bat. Home run signal. Right face rotation in counterclockwise motion while released, the umpire will also declare home run. What it means: the batter has hit the ball far enough to allow him to run back to home base, having run through the first, second, and third bases as well. Infield fly signal. Right face display along with the call infield fly. What it means: if the umpire decide while the ball is mid-flight that the defensive team will definitely be able to catch it easily, they will call the batter out under the infield fly rule. Signals. Communication is essential to umpiring. At the first line of communication is the umpire signal. These signs enable one umpire to let fellow umpire know the game situation, specific play. These decisions are also relayed to the players, coaches, and spectators by their usage. Count. Signal. The umpire will show the number of ball using the fingers on his or her left hand and the number of strike with the right. The number will also have to be called out loud too, starting with the number of balls, then the number of strikes. What it means. This helps to update all the players on what is going on in the game. Delay dead ball. Signal. A clenched left fist stretched out of the side. What it means. A live ball reverse to a ball that is in play. When the defensive side commits an error, the ball should be called dead. However, if the offensive team is already running and had a chance to score, the ball so called dead may be delay. Double. Signal. Right arm is put up, displaying two fingers along with the call two base. What it means. The batter has hit a fair ball that eventually bounces out of play but manages to run past first base and reach second base before that happens. Fair ball. Signal. Using the hand that is in closer proximity to the infield, the umpire will point to the ball. He or she will also point towards the infield space with the other hand. What it means, if it's not clear whether or not a ball has landed on fair territory, the umpire will have to wait till it sees all movement before declaring judgment. If the ball is considered fair, this signal will be presented. Number of players and its function each players. In softball, it is extremely important for players to protect themselves from the high speed the ball travels at. Depending on which position you play, you will have to wear protective gear that will allow to move comfortably and safely during games and practices. Fielders. Two teams compete in each softball. Nine players man the field, while nine batters hit in predetermined order for each team, known as the battling order or lineup. The players of defensive position, often called fielders, are the same ones that bat during the other half of the inning. The nine defensive position can be grouped into two general categories: infielders and outfielders. Infielders, pitchers. Pitchers the pitches the ball from the pitcher's mount to the catcher. See catcher. Crouches behind home plate and receive pitch thrown by the pitcher. Also receive turn from fielders attempting to make outs at home plate. First baseman. Fields or defense ball hit near the first baseline. Received throw from fielders attempting to make out at first base. Second baseman. Field balls hit near second base. Received throws from fielders attempting to make out second base, often involved in double play. Third baseman. Field balls hit near third baseline. Received throws from other fielders attempting to make out at third base. Shortstop. Field balls hit between the second baseman and third baseman covers second base when the ball is hit to the second baseman. Outfielders. Three outfielders. Left fielder, center fielder, and right fielder. Attempt to catch the ball hit into their portion of the outfield. Balls hit to the outfield are generally ground balls or fly balls hit past the infield. Softball basic equipment. 1 is ball. The official softball is a smooth seam ball 12 inches or 30.5 centimeter in circumference weighing between 6.25 and 7 ounce. Bats. Bats must be round, not more than 34 inches long and not more than 2.25 inches in diameter at the largest part. Cleats. Cleats or studs are protrusion on the sole of shoes or an external attachment to a shoe that provides additional traction in soft or slippery surface. They can be conical or blade-like in shape and can be made of plastic, rubber, or metal. Batting helmet. Batters wear a batting helmet in the game of baseball or softball. It is meant to protect the batter's head from pitches thrown by the pitcher. Batting gloves. Batting gloves are components in bat and ball games. Sport will typically consisting of leather palm and back made of nylon or another synthetic fabric. The gloves covers one of both hands or batter, providing comfort, preventing blisters, warmth, improved grip, and shock absorption when hitting the ball. 5. Catching gloves. A softball glove is one of the most important things to have when playing the field. With a deeper pocket than a baseball glove, it will help handle the bigger ball. Leg guards. Baseball catchers' leg guards cover both legs from your knee down to the tops of your feet. Be sure leg guards totally cover your knees and the tops of your feet to protect sensitive areas where a foul ball or wild pitch could do serious damage. Chest guards. A protective pad worn over the chest by a catcher or umpire to shield the body from foul tips. Basic skills. Pitch. Understand the difference between slow pitch and fast pitch. There are two types of softball competition with slight difference between them. Both follow the same general rules. Slow pitch is typically co-ed and as the name suggests, the ball is pitched by lobbing in a high, slow, or toward home plate. Fast pitch is played primarily by women and features very quick pitches with large wind-ups. Batting. Ready your stance. When you're up to bat, it is enough just to stand at the plate. Here are a few batting stance to keep in mind every time you go up to it. Keep your feet at shoulder within from each other. Place them equidistant from home plate. Bend your knees and lean slightly toward home plate. Put more weight on your back leg. When you swing, you will push off using your back leg for power. Keep the appropriate distance from the plate. To know how far you should stand, stick your butt straight but over home plate as if you were in mid-swing. The barrel, uh, the barrel of the bat should be above the center of the plate. If not, back up, move closer to the plate. Hold bat in a comfortable grip. When you bat, you should be holding the rubber grip near the knob end. Your throwing hand should be higher on the bat than your non-throwing hand, and your hand should be touching each other as they grip the bat. Line up your knuckles on the handle of the bat. When you take your stance, the bat should be held at slight angle from vertical above your back shoulders. Hold the bat with your hands near your ear, preparing to swing. Maintain your batting stance as the pitch comes toward you. Keep your knees bent and the bat position near your ear. Get in the correct throwing stance. Start by standing perpendicular to your line of throw. When you begin the throw, your throwing shoulder will face away from your target. Your feet should be level with each other and shoulder width apart. To start a throw, you will probably want to hold the ball inside your gloves near your chest. Keep a grip on the ball while it is in the glove. Grip the ball correctly. The best way to hold the ball is with your finger tips touching its seam. Wind up your arm to throw. Pull the ball from your gloves. Drop your arm down and back. Then bring it up and around past your head to throw, avoiding throwing your elbow straight back as if you were pulling a slingshot or bow and arrow. This will limit the power and distance of your throw. Don't worry about dropping your throwing arm all the way down your side before bringing it back around. Wind up your arm and use the full weight of your body to aid in making the throw. 4. Catching. Hold your gloves properly when you are playing catch. Your glove must be held in front of your chest. Don't hold your gloves with the pocket facing or with the finger pointing toward the ground. If you try to catch a ball like that, it could bounce up and hit you in the face. Don't hold your glove vertically because if you don't have a good grip in the ball, it might pop out of glove. Right after you cut it, hold the glove wide open so there is room for the ball to land. If your glove is even particularly close, the ball may hit the outside of the glove and fall to the ground instead of landing inside. The Federation International de Softball, or the International Softball Federation, which was formed in 1952, act as liaison between more than 40 softball organizations of several countries. Headquarters are in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The federation coordinates international competition and regular regional and world championship tournament for men and women. In 1996, women's softball competition was added to the Olympic Games. It was removed from the Games following the 2008 Summer Olympics. Still, it was added back to program of the 2020 Summer Olympics, which were postponed until 2021 owing to a worldwide coronavirus pandemic. Facilities and equipment. The basic there are foul line, warning track, grass line, on deck circle, backstop, coach box, and outfield fence. So the basic rules of softball. Two teams of 9 players alternate turns of batting and fielding, often called defense. The team batting aims to advance a runner around all bases to the home plate to score runs. The defending team tries to defend its bases by getting 3 outs and allowing the batting team to score. The team that scored the most runs in 7 innings wins. A tiebreaker procedures comes into play if the scores are tied after the seventh inning. Each team innings end when three of its batters have been ruled out, and then that team was defending goes into bat the playing field. There are 4 bases: first base, second base, third base, and home plate on the field of play. The lines between the bases are generally 45 to 60 feet, approximately 12 to 18 meters apart, and when joined they form a diamond. Inside the diamond is the infield, which contains the pitcher's plate from which the pitcher throws the ball underarm. Outside the baseline is the outfield. Any ball throwing outside the first or third baseline is foul ball, and runners are not allowed to advance and batter gets another try unless the ball was caught in the air, in which case they are out. So how can a batter or runner be given out? A batter or runner is out in following circumstances. If the ball the batter has just hit is caught without first bouncing, the ball is thrown to a base before a runner gets there. A player running between is tagged by the ball touched by the player or the glove or the defending players. If 3 strikes are called by the umpires, they run more than 3 feet or 0.9 meter out of the baseline to avoid being tagged. There are many softball rules specific to the pitcher who must pitch the ball into the strike zone to give the batter a fair chance hitting it. Runner must follow a range of rules determining how they are allowed to advance between bases, but you can find out specifics of this no more watch and play. Softball field dimension. Baseline 65, 60, 65. Home to second 91, 11, 84, 10, 84, 10, 77. Home to front of rubber 50, 43, 40, and 3. Radius of skinned infield 65, 60, 60, and 5. Home plate to backstop 25, 25, 25, 25, and 2. Home plate to circle can vary. Base cut out radius coach box distance from foul line 888. Home plate to left field 265, 190, 200, 115. Home plate to center field 315, 220, 225, and 17. So that's all about the game of softball.